morning everyone, it's Carol here at Oakhouse Journals and I'm going to do my junk journal July. All the information is in the description box below the video. So today the prompt is pockets and I'm going to make this little insert. It's an origami insert to go inside my junk journal July journal, and it's really super simple to do. I haven't got another large sheet of this handmade paper, so I'm going to show you by opening this up, because as I say, it's origami, nothing's glued down. So I'm going to show you how I've created it by opening this one up in a minute. But let me show you. It's got a front pocket here. You open it up, it's got a pocket here, another one there, another one there. You flip it over, it's got one here, but also at each end it's got a pocket. So it's got one in that front cover and one in that front cover. And as I say, it is super easy to make. The only tip I would give you about making these is that you want to use paper that isn't too fragile, that's fairly flexible. So something like vintage ledger paper that might crack or that might not take to the folding as well as some other papers are probably not the papers to use. I've used here a sheet of handmade paper and this is absolutely perfect for it because it's quite flexible. So I'm going to open this up and show you how I've made it. The finished size here that I've got is 4 inches in width by 5 3/4 in height. That's 10 centimeters in width by 14.5 centimeters in height. Now, as I said, you can make these any size you want depending on the size of the piece of paper that you're starting with. Now, I chose that size because if I open up my journal page, that's my journal size, and I thought that that is perfect for what I have in mind, because I'm just going to tip this one in like that so I can get access to all the pockets. Let me open this up. Okay, so I've got my piece of paper opened out and I've got my long edge towards me. Take your piece of paper and fold it in half along that long edge like that. Now I'm just going to turn mine round so that you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to open it out again and taking your outside edges, fold them towards the centre. Now don't take them all the way to that centre fold. Fold them in about, I would say half a centimetre to a centimetre. I folded mine here a centimetre on either side of that centre crease. So if I bend that there, you can see. Okay, open your flaps out again and taking your bottom right hand corner, just fold it up to the crease that you've just made. So make a diagonal fold like that. And on the other side, this is my crease that I've just created down here. Bring up that corner like that. And then if you fold it closed again, it will look like that. Flip it over. This top portion is the portion that dictates how tall your little pocket flip is going to be. Now, I wanted mine to fit in my junk journal July journal, so as I said, I created mine so that it was 5 3/4 inches in height. So you want to take this top edge and fold it down the height that you want. Take your bottom portion, fold it up, but just give yourself 1/8 of an inch. Don't take this fold right to this edge or you'll have trouble folding into itself. So you folded the portion up like that. So if I flip it over, that's what it looks like on the reverse. That's the front. Now what you want to do is just lift up this top portion, bring in the bottom portion and close it up. So it's like that. Now, this is where it does get a little bit tricky, but because you have this center fold and you've left this gap, you have a little bit of wiggle room because of that center fold. So I'm just going to turn this sideways because I think you're going to be able to see this a little better. We're going to take this portion here and this bottom edge and we're going to tuck it under this bit here, under that bit and under that bit. Okay, so I'm just taking it and I'm just going to bend this gently, and this is where you want flexible paper, and I'm going to take this corner and I'm going to tuck it under there like that, and similarly that corner and tuck it under here like that. So that's what it looks like. Okay, and then I'm just gently going to get hold of this bottom center corner, and I'm just going to ease it in just very gently, and it will go. Sometimes you need your bone folder to encourage it to go in, and it should go in nice and smoothly like that. So there we go, that's what it looks like, and you haven't used any glue whatsoever. And I'm just going to reinforce my folds because I've had this unfolded so that it looks like that. And there we go. And this is another one I made, and I've just made this with a smaller piece of paper. These would be nice made out of vellum. They certainly would be nice for Happy Mail or anything like that. This would be a nice size to tip into that journal, but I didn't want it in white paper. I wanted it in this handmade paper, and this was the only large sheet of handmade paper in this gorgeous cream colour that I had, so I'm going with this one. Now I've created my little pocket folio insert, I could just tip it straight into the centerfold between these two pages, or I could actually just glue the back and tip it in that way so that it opens like that, and sacrifice one of the pockets, this back pocket here. But I'm not. I'm going to actually tip it into the middle of these two pages. Now, as you can see, my next prompt is prompt number 23, and that's overlap. So what I want to do, rather than just tip this in and have a blank page here, I want to take prompt 23 and the idea I have in mind for that page and utilize both pages for that. For overlap, I want to make use of a couple of these. Now, these are some little carrier bags that I picked up recently. I was very lucky to go to the Royal Horticultural Society's flower show recently. You're probably very familiar with the Chelsea Flower Show, which is the Royal Horticultural Society's flower show in the south of England. But they also do another flower show that is not quite as famous as the Chelsea Flower Show, but they do one up in my neck of the woods in Cheshire. So we had a lovely day out at that flower show, and I picked up a couple of these bags, but I also picked up a load of these absolutely gorgeous botanical postcards. These were on a stand run by Holden and Clough, which are landscape architects, and they were just giving out these beautiful postcards absolutely free. So I've popped one in that pocket there. I've got, if I can get this one out, I've got another one in the front cover pocket there. I've got this one, which I absolutely love, in this pocket. I haven't put any in these pockets behind. I've got another one in this front corner pocket there. As you can see, I took a good few, and they were more than happy to let me have them. And I couldn't resist, they were just perfect. I've got that one in the back cover pocket, and just one last one. I've got this wild raspberries in this pocket. So I've got some lovely little journaling cards. Now, I could embellish these even further if I wanted to by collaging and stitching on them, but I'm not going to. So I'm going to tip that into the centerfold, as I've been saying all along. But before I do that, I'm going to put a little bit of collage work on the front cover and on the back cover, and possibly on these pockets here, just a little bit, because I don't want to detract too much from this lovely handmade paper. So let's get on with decorating this. So here I've got a little pocket of various paper scraps. Found a little piece of handmade paper there, and I've just roughly torn a piece to size across the bottom, and then going in with a washi sticker, and it's a sticker of some text.
And I decided I want to put one straddling the pocket entrance at the top left hand corner there, so that's what I'm doing here. And then just going in with my craft knife to open up the pocket again. I'm just adding another little flower to the sticker at the top, and then another couple to the text at the bottom. So I've just done one on the left hand side, and now I'm doing one on the right hand side. And I'm copying the same design from the front cover onto the back, so more of the handmade paper that I'm roughly tearing out to get it to the right shape and the right size, of course. A dab of Pritt stick just in the centre, because I want to keep the edges of the handmade paper unglued. And I've got another little washi sticker with some text on, and just burnishing that into place. Here I've got another little sticker that I'm going to put in the top right hand corner, and again straddling the entrance to the pocket. And here I am going in with my craft knife just to gently ease down the line of the entrance to the pocket. It splits the washi sticker incredibly easily, and you get the washi sticker on both sides of the pocket entrance. And again here, just a couple of little sprigs, flower sprigs on either side of the text. There we go. And finding the right postcard, just to pop in that pocket. Here I'm going in to decorate the two inside corner tucks, if you will, in the bottom left and bottom right hand corners. I've got some gorgeous handmade paper here, which has almost got like pieces of straw in it. The colour was perfect. The texture's quite rough, but I just had a piece that was big enough for both those corners. And here I'm popping on a couple of little stickers. Just checking that the edges are rough because I've only glued the centre. And here going in with a couple of the Tim Holtz little snippet labels. Absolutely adore these, they're fabulous, just the right size. And just gluing them in place with some art glitter glue.
So here's the little pocket that I've created now that it's decorated, and I just wanted to keep the decoration very, very simple. I didn't want to mask the image of the postcard coming through the paper, but I did want to do something to add a bit more detail on the front. So as you saw, I added these washi stickers. They're like rub-ons really. I don't know why they call them print-on stickers. These are absolutely fabulous. And I've also added some of these, which are the Ranger ephemera snippet labels, and this is the curator set. I absolutely love these as well. So between the two and a little bit of extra handmade paper, that's all I've done. So as you can see, I've put one across the entrance to this pocket here. So if I take my postcard out, you can see that it goes across, and I just used my craft knife to make a small slit in the sticker once I'd put it in place. A little bit of handmade paper down there, and I've copied that very simple design on the back here. So another little sticker up in that corner and down here, and inside again this was some textured straw paper. I wasn't sure how it was going to take the rub-ons, but again these have stood up to you know, the task beautifully. So again, I've put one in each corner there and a couple of the Ranger labels. And even though I said I wasn't going to decorate these postcards, I just felt that the top was too blank, so I've just added a couple up there. So this is ready now to be tipped in to my little journal. But for this video and for now, I'm going to stop here because, as I've mentioned, I want to play with that paper bag on the back here and then tip in my little folio. So I hope you enjoy seeing this come together. I hope you'll join me for the next video. So as always, thank you so much for watching. Really enjoyed having your company today. Bye for now.